Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of SkyFactory 3. And you may have noticed there's a few things that have changed since the last episode, and I guess I need to kind of explain what's going on. So, basically, I tried to record this video already, but what happened is that I ran out of hard drive storage space. So, what I did was I started on the wheat farm / carrot farm over here. The carrot farm allows me to replace the apples for the juice, and you'll notice I still have apple juice in my actual inventory. The reason for that is because for some reason, after I had quit out of the game and, whatever, I was just like, I was kind of annoyed that the recording had not worked out. And for some reason, when I came back into the game, I had my inventory from episode 3. So before I started episode 4, you'll notice the 2 grass seeds that we used to actually populate the peaceful mob farm over here. So I don't actually know if I've lost any meaningful items. I do know that I lost an ender pearl and some of the chicken eggs that I was hatching. But everything in the chest, everything in the actual world stayed the same. And I am noticing one thing. My watering can is gone that we made in the last episode, and that is super helpful for the wheat farm, but I guess I'm just going to have to make another one. So like I was saying, we got the wheat farm going, and then we also had we made these stone barrels so that we can make 3 blocks of obsidian, so that we could make a item collector, and we ended up making an advanced item collector, so that all the items that end up getting dropped by the chickens or any of the other mobs, they go into this chest right here. And we do have a lot of items at this point because I have been, I decided to go AFK for a little bit and just kind of, cheese some items real quick, just so we can have a lot of manure, bone meal, and eggs. Another thing that's changed is I have increased the pens, so that we now have 9 pens, and we also spawned the wood chicken, the flint chicken, the sand chicken, 2 blue chickens, and a red chicken. And since we lost the items that we had from when I was recording earlier that were in my inventory, we're going to have to try and get red dye and yellow dye again, and the blue chicken eggs. So to get the red and yellow dye, what we're going to do is we're going to either take bone meal or chicken manure, and we're going to use it on the grass blocks. So this will give us flowers, and with those flowers, we'll come in here and we will break them down into the dyes. Now this flower doesn't matter, I don't need it. And I was wondering where the other red flower went, because there was 2 of them, and it actually went into here. So we're also getting red dye from this chicken here, and lapis from these 2 blue chickens. So resource collection is going pretty good right now. But I'm going to try and make a full stack of red, yellow, and all the other colored eggs. So we're going to continue with trying to get red and yellow flowers for right now. One thing that's great about this item collector is that I'm not actually picking up most of the extra stuff that I don't want, like these extra flowers. They just kind of go into here. So our goals for this episode were to build the wheat farm so we can get seeds and wheat to build the nesting pens, as well as getting some of these chickens breeded and to or as close to level 10 as we can. But since a lot of that's already happened, our new goal is to just try and get some redstone chickens. That way we don't have to sieve a bunch of dust, because it takes a while to do that, and the redstone return isn't that great. Another good thing about breaking down this grass and flowers is that I'm going to get a lot of seeds from it. So all of these regular Minecraft seeds are actually going to be put to use. And I'm noticing we did get an ender lily, which is super cool, because what this does is it is an ender pearl plant. So we can just place it down. Let me break this block or unfertilize it. There we go. And then we can just place it right there, and then it will grow. It takes like 5 days to get 1 ender pearl out of it. So it's not that great, but when you're in a pinch, sometimes it works really well. And we will honestly probably get the Ender Pearl chicken before that even grows once. So I'm going to go ahead and say that we have enough resources to make the rest of the red, yellow, and blue chickens and get those up and going. So to actually make a chicken egg, we want to grab the rest of our lapis. And I don't actually know where that's at. So we can pretty much only make one. You know what? I know where it's at. It's in my inventory that was lost to the gods, I guess. But blue chickens aren't necessarily our main priority since we already have 2 that are in the pens. Our main priority right now are the red and yellow chickens. And we might as well make some bone meal chickens while we're at it. It doesn't hurt to have extra bone meal chickens just because they drop the 2 things that can progress wheat and get more seeds so we can actually do more breeding. So we're going to take the rest of the chicken manure and bone meal that is in our inventory, and we are going to spam it on wheat and get as much wheat and seeds as we can. So we have about 2.5 stacks of seeds and 2 stacks of wheat. So with this wheat, we're going to come in here and we're going to make hay blocks. And then with these hay blocks, we're going to make egg nests. And what these egg nests do, if I haven't explained already, I don't think I have, but, you know, there was a whole last video where I tried to explain all of this, and then it ends up not going great. So what these egg nests do is if we place it down, we can place an egg in it instead of throwing it, and then it will indefinitely hatch, and we don't waste the eggs that we have. So I'm going to put 2 in the red, 2 in the yellow, and 2 in the blue. Even though we don't need 2 in the blue because we only have 1 egg. And one cool thing about the egg nests is that if you sit on them, the rate that they hatch increases. It also works if you put, I believe, a redstone lamp 1 block above it, or anywhere from 1 to 3 blocks above them. Also, you may notice a rooster in the regular chicken pen, and what he does, you can feed him. We're going to feed him 20 seeds at a time, and what he's going to do is he's going to go around to all these chickens and breed with them. And I think he has a cooldown timer of like 4 seconds compared to like 5 minutes for this chicken. So instead of having to wait for 2 chickens to be ready to breed, we only have to wait for 1, which means that every adult chicken that is ready to breed will breed, and we will get a 1-to-1 return on baby chickens instead of having a 2-to-1 ratio of parents to children, which means more eggs. Eggs mean more chickens, and chickens means more manure and more resources, and everything is good. Now I'm going to throw the last of these eggs because we already have what we need to spawn, and nothing actually came out of them. That's kind of disappointing. And now I'm going to take the seeds and try to breed some of these. So I'm going to take... Oh, I might have lost my animal net. Should be kind of annoying, but I'll just make one real quick. It's like string and sticks, so... That's really funny. I never made 2 juicers, but I now have 2 juicers. So there was probably 1 in the chest and then 1 in my inventory right before episode 4. And so when it reset my inventory back to before episode 4, it pretty much just duplicated it. So I'm going to go ahead and make some more pens. That way we are ready for more chickens once we are able to breed them. So the next chicken color that we want to work on is the green chicken. And to make a green chicken, we need green dye. So to get green dye, we need cactus. And I don't remember how to get cactus seeds, but I believe we have to do some sort of sifting. So sand, we need to put through a string mesh. That'll give us a 3% chance. Or if we put it through a flint stiffen mesh, and we can also get the cocoa bean, so we're definitely going to put it through the flint stiffen mesh. And then we can either get cactus seeds, we just need 1, and then we'll need, you know, as many cocoa beans as we can. And then we'll probably make a jungle tree so we can actually farm those. So I'm going to go grab some sand. I don't have to hammer gravel down into sand anymore just because we have those sand chickens. And we're just going to put them through the flint mesh and see how long this takes us. So we do 16 at a time. We have a 3 or a 6% chance. Let's see, 64. So we've got like 4% chance to get it from a full stack. So yeah. We got 4, so my math was correct. Awesome. So all we need to do is plop this on some sand, and we got a cactus. And we can actually put more seeds on here. Let's see if I can't make this as tall as possible. For no reason. I don't know why I put that there. Be honest. No, here, let's do that. And then we'll put the last cactus seed up here. And then hopefully we're gonna break the top 3 blocks and they don't... I don't know if cactus gets, like... I don't know if cactus gets destroyed on cactus, but it might, so I don't know. And I'm realizing we're gonna need a lot more cactus. So now my plan is to use this full stack of seeds to breed these chickens, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw in... Let's see, let's throw 15 in the rooster, and then we're gonna breed the rest of these, all these elemental chickens, breed those. But with sand chickens, if we make a sand chicken egg, we don't have to worry about throwing it or using the pens, because they just spawn. So let's grab our sand, let's grab our eggs. And we can go ahead and make some more flint and log chickens as well, because they do the same thing as the sand chickens, where you don't have to throw them. So we're just gonna make some more of those just for the hell of it, and then we're gonna put some of this stuff back in here because it's kind of filling up my inventory. So these are the log chickens. We're gonna throw some log chickens in here, and we will get even more logs. And you should not be in here. You are a flint chicken. You need to go to the flint chicken pen. I know you're trying to break out, trying to sneak away, trying to be different, but you need to stay with your family homes. Let's see how long these have to hatch. That's 83%, that's 76%, 78, 76%. This one's already hatched, so we don't even need to worry about this one. Can you use bone meal on cactus? Oh, there's the other one. Let me just... I thought it fell off. Oh, did I get it? I got it, cool. Also, prepare for this this area to go from peaceful to hectic with all these chickens, because it's going to be very, very loud over here now. Yeah, I'm noticing another thing that we lost is a lot of iron. I pretty much had a stack of iron before I started recording. There we go. Here's a jungle seed. Or a jungle tree seed. We've got 2 dirt blocks. We can find some place to put these. And now, even if we expanded this base only a couple episodes ago, and it's already kind of getting claustrophobic, but that's okay. We're going to do a little bit more expanding once we really need to. So now we're going back to the chicken farm to pick up those cocoa beans. And once again, it is raining in this world. I don't know why it rains so much here, but that is all right. And in about 15 seconds, we have already gotten a stack and a quarter of cocoa beans. Look how quickly these cocoa beans grow with this watering can. Look at this. This is actually kind of insane. Look at that. So let's go ahead and make some cocoa brown chickens. And then we're going to go through and breed the rest of these chickens again to increase our numbers and resource count even more. Well, I'll just give you... There you go. Go nuts, pal. Did that one disappear, didn't it? Yep. So cactus does, in fact, disappear if it comes in contact with cactus, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but you know. And we now have enough green dye to make 2 green chickens. And we're just going to go ahead and place these in the egg nests. So we are down to our very last essential chicken to make the rest of the chickens, and that is the ink black chicken. And we need ink sacs to do so. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to grab a bucket, and we're going to pour water down a hole, and at the bottom of that, we're going to put a platform so that squids will spawn in the waterfall, and then they will basically just fall to their death at the bottom of the platform. So you might be wondering, how are we going to place a block down there if there's nothing down there? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a hole right there. And then I am going to throw all my stuff into a chest. I'm going to make a chest real quick. So So we're just, even though it makes a grave when you die, we are still going to throw everything in our chest just so we don't break our grave and then accidentally have stuff fall off the edge. So we're just going to fall straight in the middle of our platform. And this should actually get us another achievement in the achievement book. So the first time we have actually died in this world. So now there is a little piece of dirt block down there. We're going to leave our stuff here for now. And we are going to take, we're going to take some wood. Probably need only a little bit. And then we need to remake some sort of bucket because we lost it in the fiasco that happened earlier today. And we have a lot of things actually filled with water, so we have an infinite water pool, we have the stone barrels because it's been raining, and then all of these barrels are filled with water. And I'm going to leave these because we will probably need to make clay at some point, and that's how you make clay, is just water in the bucket. So I'm not going to get rid of them until we need either dirt or clay. So infinite water source it is, and then we're just going to place that in there like that. And then we're just going to wait a little bit until it probably reaches the bottom down there. Oh, one thing we should take definitely is torches. That way we can light up the area and we don't have to worry about too many mobs. So down we go. And it's actually extremely like nerve-wracking when you do this because one wrong move and you'll die again. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal because we don't really have anything in us. We have a bucket, some planks, and some torches, but still, when you're doing this with a bunch of stuff on you, one, I wouldn't recommend it, and two, it is very, very intense. So we're going to make a platform, and that water is pushing me all sorts of ways. And hopefully we can... Nope, yep, see? Gonna go ahead and mess it up real quick. But luckily our stuff should be down there anyway, so we're just going to go down the waterfall again and dig up that grave. There we go. We got our stuff back. Nope, 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 nope. Let me sit in the middle. Let me sit in the middle there. We break this grave, and then we're going to break this dirt block. Bear with me here. And then we're going to build the rest of this platform real quick. No, quit pushing me that way. I don't know what you're doing, water. So to make that water go straight down the hole, I'm going to get rid of this source block and then put it right back. And remove and replace. That did nothing because the two water, they caught up with one another. Nope, don't you shoot me. There you go. Yeah, knock yourself off. Nope. A calamity. Absolute calamity. And we're going to take a risk here. There, nice. And you'll notice it says Civ on my grave. I don't know why. I think somebody got into my account at one point, my Minecraft account, and decided to change the username to Civ, of all things. Should have changed it to Sieve, am I right? SkyFactory joke. Now, I'm unsure what it takes for squid to spawn. I could need more columns of water. I'm not quite sure. So my new idea that I just had is I'm going to break all these blocks around here, and if it does need multiple columns of water, we can go ahead and fix that. And I'm going to replace these torches here. So now we've kind of got a grid, and I'm going to go back up, and then I'm just going to make a grid in the floor up here and do the exact same thing I did here and just make one single column of water for each of these spaces. And so we've got a column here, a column here, column here, column here, a column here, here, and here. Now, I'm not going to leave it this way because I'm absolutely going to fall through this at some point. I just want to get enough ink sacks so that we don't actually have to, so we can actually just cover this up. We'll leave the base at the bottom, but we're just going to get rid of the water. And actually, let's go ahead and mark this off on our achievement book. Or is it? We did do this. I mean, it was off camera, but it definitely happened. We've done that, and we've done that. And I'm going to steal a couple from the buckets because I'm lazy, and they're right next to us. And there are no signs of squid yet, but I'm going to actually AFK just for a little bit to see if we can get some of them to spawn. And so I can take a little bit of a break because I've been at this for a couple hours now. Okay, so it has been a couple of days since I recorded the first part of this video. When we left off, we were on the kind of hunt for squids in a squid farm. I kind of updated the bottom of this base to maybe have some source blocks and maybe squids would spawn there. But it is like absolutely not working. And there's something down here. I don't know what that is. What is that? What is that? What is this thing? What are you? You're a creeper. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna leave, cause I don't want you, I don't want you blowing up and making me die again. So the squid farm right now is kind of a failure, which means we can't get black chickens at the moment, which is fine because I believe the only two chickens that you need the black chickens for initially are the string chicken and the graphite chicken, which both right now are not priorities at all. So we're just going to continue on our path to get the redstone chicken, which is very, very easy. And all we need to do is to breed a, let's see, breed a sand and a red chicken together, which I have done a little bit of work off camera in getting our chickens up and running. That's just by breeding more and having a bunch. So it's pretty loud over here right now. But our chest is filling up very nicely as we do some of our other stuff over here. Like this is pretty much filled up while I was trying to get any sort of squids. So what we want to do to get our redstone chicken is we want to take our highest level red chicken, I believe that is you right there, and one of our higher level sand chickens, and I saw 444 here, so I'm gonna take that one, see if I can't find a better one real quick. It is really loud. It is really loud with all these chickens. So I'm gonna put these two in here, and then I'm going to breed them together. And maybe we got another sand chicken, so we're gonna grab another one of each. Let's see, we'll grab you, put you in there, and then we need one more sand chicken. Oh, let's take you, yes. I think these are actually both higher levels than what I just picked up. So you and you. And come on, redstone chicken, no whammies. We got a red chicken, so we're gonna try again. And we'll grab you. Put you in here. And we'll put, where are you? Let's just grab that one for right now. Put you in here, and then redstone chicken. And I hope this is the right like combination. Let me just double check real quick so I'm not sitting here trying to breed two chickens together that won't actually make the product that I want. Redstone chicken, so sand and a red chicken. Yeah, so the percent is 20, so we've got 3, so in 2 more tries we should definitely have one. Let's go with you, and we'll go with just you, even though you're a very low level chicken. Let's see, what do we get? We got a red chicken. So no whammies on this one. This should be our last try, 20%. So 1 out of every 5. 1 out of every 5 breeds. We'll just grab a random sand chicken, throw them in there, and then we want you and you to breed. And let's see what we get. We got, I think another red chicken, which kind of sucks. Okay, so we're gonna do this again. This is pretty much what chicken farming is, and breeding the chickens together. I know you can put the nesting pins right next to each other of 2 different breeds, and they may end up giving you they may breed together if they're in nesting pins right next to each other, but we don't necessarily have the, I don't know, we don't have the layout or the automation capabilities to even set up nesting pins yet, so I don't want to do that. Let's try one more time. I believe we've done 6 already, so that 20% chance is bullshit. And what are you? You're a sand chicken. Fuck off, dude. Give me some redstone chickens. And really the only reason I'm doing this instead of sifting dust and trying to get redstone that way is because I don't like doing it. Like I've restarted and done SkyFactory worlds a few times now, And, oh, there we go, redstone chicken. All right, nice. So he's got 14 minutes till he grows up, but I'm just going to not do that. I'm just going to feed him a bunch of seeds since we actually have a bunch of seeds, because I have been spamming the wheat. God damn, that is loud. Let me step away from that real quick. Because we have the chicken manure and a lot of bone meal, so we have a lot of resources to grow wheat and get seeds. So seeds aren't really like a scarce resource anymore. Where are you? You're over here. You've got 17 seconds. Let's speed that up. I think 8 seconds is about as low as you can get. And then some of these other ones should be able to breed very shortly. Let's actually bring all of our red and our sand chickens that we can over in there, just so we can get another redstone chicken and breed them together and for sure get one. There was another kid that was had. I don't see another dark red thing. So what level is he? Did he get any like good levels? He's 4, 4, and 3. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Throw another red chicken in here and we'll grab 2 more sand chickens. Doesn't really matter which ones we get. And then some of our chickens are actually like, I'm seeing numbers like 5 and stuff like that, so which means that some of our chickens are actually getting close to that level 10. Like there's some level 5s in here, and there was a 6. I saw number 6 in there, so we're getting pretty close to those level 10 chickens, which actually doesn't take too long, and it gets easier and easier to do as the chickens level up because their breeding time goes down. And I think most of these should actually be breedable now, so we're just gonna kind of spam some seeds in here, and luck of the draw we get another redstone chicken, which is unlikely, I guess, seeing as when we actually like, oh, there it is. Yeah, there's another one. And okay, so you now have a breeding cooldown of 2. So let's go ahead and get this one all the way grown up. So we'll get it to under 30 seconds, and then we can probably throw some more seeds around here like this. And we may be able to get another one if we're lucky. And then we can also work on some of the other ones. So let's try to work on iron. And I believe iron is sand and flint. Yeah, so it is bone white and flint. So let's go ahead and work on some flint and bone white chickens and make them into iron chickens. So we can do this at the same time while we're waiting for the redstone ones. And I don't know if you'll notice this, but as soon as I get close to those bone meal chickens and the regular chickens, I seem to talk a little bit louder just because I'm trying to fight the noise that is the mass amount of chickens. What did that iron chicken look like? Which one was it? This one? Yeah, it's this one. So that's a 20% chance, so let's find out if we can get one. And there's an iron chicken, first try. Let's see if I can get another one. And then we got another bone white chicken. So let's go back to these guys. And you are breedable now. And you still have a breeding cooldown of 20 seconds. So let's go in here and do like this. And we're just going to... And we leveled up by doing this. And I forgot we lost all our levels when we died earlier to make that ink farm, which actually didn't really go anywhere, which is kind of disappointing. So let's see if we can work on another chicken so we can work on all of our kind of tier 2 chickens. So bone white... Pretty much, bone white makes a lot of things. So gray, light gray, silver. We can make silver, iron, and bone. Nope, we can't actually make that yet. Blaze rod, nickel. We can do bone white and green. Let's do that. So we'll grab a couple bone white chickens. I'm not even going to really pick and choose them at this point. I'm just going to throw them in there. Now, we don't really... I keep thinking those are bone white chickens. We don't really need... what am I thinking? Nickel chickens? We don't really... I don't really think I've ever used nickel chickens too much, or nickel at all in this game as far as the resource goes, because I don't necessarily know what it's used for yet. So let's see, is that a nickel chicken? That is a lime green chicken. What did I mess up? What did I mess up? And it's raining again, wonderful. So we got the chickens and the rain to try to talk over. Cactus green. What? Bone white, right? Bone white chicken. Cactus green chicken. That should make a nickel chicken, if I'm not mistaken. Bone white, cactus green. I guess you can make the same chicken with, or you can make 2 different chickens with the same kind of thing. So that doesn't really make sense, but whatever. And let's go back to our redstone chickens. Let's get these going because this is our most important chicken at the moment. It seems like all of them are pretty much breeded out. So we've got 3 minutes on that one. Got 1 minute and 30 on that one. And then let's go to you guys. Let's get you some... You can't actually breed yet. So let's try to work on our next chicken. So bone white, we pretty much exhausted. Yellow. Let's check out yellow. We can make orange. We can make copper with brown and yellow. So let's make copper with brown and yellow. We'll take 2 yellow chickens. And I need to eat real quick. And I think right before I started this episode, or right before I started the second half of this episode, or started recording again, I came back into it and my inventory was completely empty again. Just kind of like in the beginning of this episode. And I don't know why that's happening, but I keep just like losing resources. I don't know what they are, but I know I'm losing them because I had to remake the animal net again. Okay, so yellow and brown. See what you get. And a yellow chicken. A yellow and brown again. What you gonna give me? We got a brown chicken. Alright, that kind of sucks. So, you guys are about ready. You 2 are ready. Let's breed you 2 together. What do you get? We got either a bone white or a flint. I don't know. We got 6 seconds on these guys. And these 2 are ready to breed. Let's see what we get. And we got another flint chicken. Okay, so I want to get you all grown up. And then we may need to make some more seeds here in a second, which will actually not take very long at all, because we just have all this chicken manure, and that's pretty much all it's used for, and we got way too many eggs. So I'm going to take as many of these as I can. And with those eggs, I'm going to do something. I'm just going to get rid of them. Just going to throw them off the edge. And one of these, this is one of the tricks that I didn't learn in Minecraft for like years, is that if you open an inventory and you shift Q on one item, it throws away all of that item. So it's really, really nice. And I do know that there's a trash can here, but I feel like it's easier just to throw them out. And we need some more seeds. So let's go ahead and we're just gonna basically spam this. And I like to use my fingers like this and just double tap it, and it makes it go by very, very quickly. So we basically use up a stack in about 10 seconds or something like that, probably less than that actually. But we get lots and lots of wheat and seeds at a time, and hopefully soon, once we get one of the cool things I like in this is as far as automation goes, one of my favorite blocks is actually a mechanical user. So these, the mechanical crafter, mechanical miner, mechanical user, all from Extra Utilities, are really, really nice blocks because they act as players. And what that means is they can place, they can use, and they can destroy blocks just like a player would. So let's try to get like probably 3 stacks of seeds, so we're about halfway there. And there's one downside to this method as far as using a mechanical user, and that's 1, you have to sit here and do it, and 2, your fingers get really tired, at least mine do, when you sit here and use a bunch of manure or bone meal on some wheat. So we got about 2 stacks. Let's go ahead and I like to use manure as opposed to bone meal, because bone meal can be actually used to craft things. But the really only thing manure is used for is making fertilized dirt, which I should probably actually make for this farm because it makes things grow a little bit quicker. Let me actually see that real quick. Give trees a random bone meal effect. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe it doesn't do everything. Okay, so we got 3 and 1 stack of seeds. So we'll just throw that in there. And we've got some carrot juice. Let's actually go through and collect some carrots so we're not running out of food anytime soon. Carrots are probably the best source of food as far as the juicer goes. God, there's a lot of chickens over here because they grow very, very quickly, and you can get a lot of them as opposed to apples. And I don't know that you can actually make like potato juice. It'd be kind of funny, but I don't think you can make potato juice. And this is another way, once you just start like breeding the chickens together, this is another way to get like a lot of chickens really quickly. So we pretty much probably already doubled the amount of chickens we had in here, and it looks like we have 4 redstone chickens at this point. So let's go ahead and go on our nickel one. No, I want, did that, okay, I think I screwed up there. Oh well. And then let's see if these guys are ready to breed. You're not ready to breed, but you are. And then you've got 6 seconds. So we'll wait just 2 more. We'll go ahead and seed him, and then we'll do that. Let's say copper chicken. No copper chicken just yet. And then you're ready to go, aren't you? So let's see. Let's try. Let's get this bone white chicken baby. Let's get him down to like 8 seconds, and then we'll breed those 2 together. We'll try to get the bone white and iron, so maybe we get the iron by chance. I don't know. And then you, I want you and you, and then I want you and you. So no iron chickens, no more iron chickens. Okay, so let's start moving these back. I'm gonna start moving these back into their respectable pens. This may take a little while just because there's a lot of chickens in here now. So let me try to get all the red chickens in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and see you guys when I get all the red and sand chickens back into their pens. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, the summoning pendulum. Okay, we can get that from the legendary loot bag, which we probably aren't gonna do anytime soon because we don't even have the mob farm up and running. So that is the thing that we should be moving chickens with, because you can hold like 5 at a time, but we are kind of stuck to using the animal net for now. If there's a better option, I don't know what it is, but if you know about it, go ahead and leave it in the comments. And as you'll see, we're starting to have a some of our items not actually get picked up by the item collector, which means that chest is probably full. And we do need to make some more storage for it very, very soon. But we have a few things to do before we can actually do that. So our next thing on our list is to actually make a magmatic generator and some automated lava, so we can make another portal for more, so we can get some quartz chickens. And I believe soul sand chickens are part of the nether now too, but we need to do that, and then we need to make a magmatic generator so we can get power, so we can make, and I was playing around in actually stone block, so a different Minecraft mod pack. I was playing around in that yesterday, and I came across the furnace generator, which we actually need to make the magmatic generator, and it's a simplified version of that, and you don't actually need to make like all the extra utilities to power stuff before it. You do need to, I believe, with the magmatic generator. So we may end up doing that. No. That's what we're trying to do, is separate you two. Segregation. But yeah, we could actually make the furnace generator, which you can just put coal into and it makes power. We can make that, and then we can power some auto sieves and auto hammers to get started on like automating resource collection and stuff like that. But to like do any sort of like piping or automated like item transfer stuff, we do need redstone. So this is actually a huge important step, is getting a reliable source of redstone. So we're kind of already automating it just by having chickens and the item collector as it is. But as soon as we get the auto hammer and stuff like that all set up, we'll be able to do it even faster. Let's go ahead, and since I think we got all the chickens out of here, so let's go ahead and breed those 2 together. Let's get started on that even more. We'll go ahead and breed those 2 together. Wait a second, and then we'll go ahead and breed those 2 together. Maybe get a nickel chicken out of here. There we go, there's one. There's the nickel chicken. And then let's get a copper chicken going, because copper will be good definitely for a capacitor bank for power later on, once we get the magmatic generator up and running. Let's see, you're another yellow chicken. We want you guys. Let's get some iron chickens up in here. And then we'll wait a second, and then we'll do the you two. And then we'll do the iron and the bone again. And let's actually make some room. Have I gotten any redstone? There we go, there's one piece of redstone. We're gonna go ahead and actually make a slot for redstone just by putting it in there. We'll get rid of these eggs real quick. And we've kind of got a lot of extra garbage on us that we don't really want. God, you guys are so loud. Okay, well, I think that's gonna actually put us at the end of this episode. And then in the next episode, we're going to work on getting some actual power and automation going in this world. So cobblestone generators, more of those. We've got one already, and then we're gonna go with some more crucibles and make lava, and basically have an unlimited amount of lava, and then eventually source that into some magmatic generators so we have a very reliable source of power. And then if we have time, we can probably fit in some capacitors. So let me look at that real quick, because I don't actually know if this is a good idea. So block of redstone, and so we just need a lot of redstone to get that done. And by the time we have everything set up, we should have, and we're gonna keep kind of going back between the cobblestone automation and stuff like that, or the lava automation and the redstone chickens. So by the time we need to actually do this, we should have enough redstone to do it. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you dudes in the next one.